Alright, so we're back, and now you've already had a stab at determining the value of a woof. So now we're actually going to dive into determining the value of a compound woof. And a compound woof is all those things where you had some punctuation. For instance, you could have P and Q, right? Value of P and Q, or S, right? So that would be a compound woof. So let's jump into it. Let's see what happens here when we're dealing with these compound woofs. Let's see, what do we want? I want to do this nice blue, sky blue. Here we go. Alright, so the way, really, in a nutshell, the rule to determining the value of a compound woof is to break the woof into its constituents, into all of its parts, determine the value of the parts, and then start working from there. So let's work from an example where we got P and Q or T. Okay? And we're going to go ahead and give these values here. So we'll go P is positive, Q is negative. Let's see if you can see that. Put it up here a little higher so you can see it. And T is negative. So from here, we just begin by looking, based on our rules, and we look at, let's go ahead and we'll start, now we're actually going to start with the most isolated woof, right? And so this one is the one here, P and Q. It's already broken out for us. So what is the value of P and Q? Well, the AND operator, and that's the one we're dealing with, says that to make a woof positive, both parts have to be positive. Well, positive and negative means both parts aren't positive, so the value of this woof is negative. So we bring down the negative, and we say or, okay, T is negative. So obviously with one simple woof, the T is negative, so the value of that side is negative. So now we have a negative or a negative. So what's the rule on the OR operator? Well, the OR operator says that it will make the woof negative if and only if, what? Both parts are negative, right? So the value of this OR operator, or this entire compound woof, is negative. And that's how we go about it. We just start here again. We start inside and we work our way out until we get to one simple comparison where we have only a single operator. Now in all these exercises that I have for you, I don't think you're going to have to do too much. You might have to evaluate two compound woofs and then an operator, but I don't think you're going to have to do, I don't think I give you anything beyond that. But it should be pretty straightforward. Just remember to attack it one piece at a time. That's attacking it logically. And if you do that, when you're done, you'll feel pretty good because you'll have determined the value of this compound woof, and you'll feel ready to determine the value of woofs that are very, very compound and very, we could have all kinds of things inside here and on this other side, and it starts to get really long and really hairy. But at the end, when you're all done, it's just going to be one value, an operator, and another value, for instance, right? So all of the complexity all boils away until you have something nice and simple and logical, and it actually feels pretty good to get there. So good luck. If you have any questions, just let me know, and we'll work through them.